Hi everyone and welcome to our weekly reading. So it's been a busy kind of like week here. As I told those of you who follow me on Instagram, we had to put our family dog Dolly down last week, and my mum also wasn't very well. So this week I'm getting back on track with things. So if there's any outstanding personal readings, they will be done today and tomorrow. So keep an eye on your Instagram DMs and also your emails and WhatsApp, depending on how you ordered for the delivery. But yeah, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. So my name is Emily, for those of you who are new to my channel, and for those of you who are very regular viewers, welcome back. We're going to do a weekly reading today, so we're going to find out what messages we need to hear for this week ahead. We are going to use the Modern Witches Tarot deck. So that's the deck I'm going to use mainly, but I've got some other ones here as well. So let's begin. Now, we have a full moon in Virgo on Tuesday, so I'm going to record a separate little video for that. So it's going to be a very interesting full moon. I really do feel that this is going to be the kind of like full moon which lets us release the last 12 months. It feels like it's closing a door. You know, this is the full moon whilst the sun is in Pisces, and obviously we have Aries season next, which is the start of spring, the start of a new astrological year. So this full moon just feels like it really is kind of like this culmination point. So there could be a really big harvest coming, something that you've been working on for the last year. And it could also be the opportunity for you to let go of something which maybe you've been trying to release. So we'll look into that tomorrow anyway. But today, let's begin. So the overall theme for this week is the Page of Cups, which I've dropped. The Page of Cups. Now, this is a week of creativity and inspiration. This is a week of exploring your new ideas, thinking about what opportunities you want to pursue, really connecting with your heart, really connecting with your emotions. So don't be surprised this week if, you know, there's someone who reaches out. This Page of Cups could very well be kind of communication you've been waiting for, or a fresh start you've been working on. But for you personally, this week really is about embracing your sensitive side. We have the full moon in Virgo. Full moons can be emotional times because full moons they illuminate our whole inner world. So things that maybe we've been ignoring for, you know, a couple of weeks. Or even longer. So yeah, don't be surprised if you do suddenly feel this whole spectrum of emotions. And you know, this week is about balancing that, but perfectly possible here with this Page of Cups. So it's about finding that balance, moving through your emotions, navigating this space, but really getting ready to explore some kind of new beginning here. The Page of Cups is like fresh starts, it's ideas, it's opportunities. And this is going to be something which is very close to your heart here with this Page of Cups. So it's about choosing maybe what you want to move forwards with, choosing what you want to work on. I feel for some of you, it's like you're so thirsty for something, like you've been craving something, like wanting it so deeply. And maybe you're looking at this cup and realizing this week, I don't want this in my cup anymore. I want something different. You've got this taste for something different, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a change within your environment, or a change within yourself. But yeah, you're definitely looking at what you have been doing and you're like, do you know what? I want something which is more aligned with me now. So this week could be a big realization. And it could also be the start of that change. This could be the start of you deciding, I'm going to put something else in my cup, something which I want to enjoy. So let's look at outside influences this week. I want to see what outside influences we have. We've got the Judgment. So the Judgment card, this is interesting. So around us, it feels like lots of people are waking up. Lots of people are having their own realizations this week, and this is going to affect us in some way, shape or form. So it might be that there's someone very special or close to you who is going through their awakening this week. And yeah, that Judgment card, I feel like this could bring about a second chance here. So This is more than one person as well. I want to say that there's a lot of people around you who are going through this transformation. Now, how is this going to affect you? I feel like some of these people, or one person in particular, might approach you from a distance, might approach you here looking for help, looking for information. For a lot of you, you're going to have some wild dreams this week, so pay attention to those dreams because they do have some kind of messages in them. So, you know, maybe write your dreams down in the morning if you remember them, or you might just wake up and feel like, that was a weird night, and if you don't remember it, it doesn't matter. But there's clearly lots of changes taking place. Now, externally, lots of people are feeling like they want to do something more, you know, with this being a week which is really influenced by this last full moon of this astrological year. It's an interesting time because it means that a lot of people are trying to close the door to the last 12 months and realize what they have been doing, which they don't want to do in the next astrological year. And this can happen on a completely subconscious level. You know, I'm not saying these people are necessarily aware of it, but that's what the energy is all about. So lots of people around you, I'm getting going to be singing your praises. So I feel there's going to be a lot of recognition coming your way this week, a lot of appreciation. You know, your hard work pays off. You start to see those results coming through. It seems like you may be choosing to pursue something new, something different, and you're going to have that support behind you, which is a little bit unexpected. It might be that, you know, you're thinking, I'm going on this solo journey, you turn around and there's all these people following you. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. So something that you feel like you might have to do on your own, perhaps you'll realize this week you won't be doing it on your own. There's going to be a little support network around you. Now let's see, what can we expect to see this week, Spirit? What can we expect to see? Seven of Cups. So yeah, this week is definitely about exploring your ideas and your options. You may find yourself faced with a choice this week. It could be that there is a decision to make. Now, the Seven of Cups, it's almost like she's so stuck in limbo, choosing between all these options. And it's going to be very easy to procrastinate this week. So try to think about what the possibilities are, what's within reach now, because it might be that some of these options that you have on your, you know, on your mind, maybe some of them aren't available right now, but it's kind of keeping you stuck thinking about them. So the Seven of Cups is a reminder to ground yourself and return to reality. Don't get caught up in fantasy and illusion this week. Full moons, especially because we're in Pisces season, there's always that potential to kind of get lost in our imagination, our minds. And there's no harm in that, but we have to make sure that we're still moving forwards. We're still, you know, making decisions and taking action. Just try to find that balance between, yes, being imaginative and being creative. Because we definitely have a lot of creative energy around this week, which we should be tapping into. But, you know, don't just spend the whole week kind of like fantasizing. So Seven of Cups, is there a big choice to be made? Is there going to be another option which comes to the table? Well, we have the Seven of Pentacles, so you might have to wait and see. It does feel like some of the options you have are not ready just yet. So there's plenty here to harvest, but it's important to remember what is available and what isn't, because it could very well be that you're wanting to harvest an opportunity which Spirit's saying, now's not the time. You know, we're not ready for this to happen. So perhaps some things need a little bit more nurturing, and that's okay. So like I said, think about what your options are, you know, realistically this week. Now, we're going to have a quick look into, you know, love for this week, and then we'll do career and finances, and then we'll go into all of them in more detail. So love for this week, we have Temperance. So this is about finding the balance in your close and personal relationships, including romantic. So with the Temperance card, patience, patience, patience. It will pay off. Patience pays. But it can be frustrating. And this week, Spirit's saying, you know, there is this balance being achieved. There's this kind of like harmonious exchange of energies between you and another person, and this new beginning, this sun is rising here, the path. So there's going to be a path towards a fresh start, but it feels like we need to give some of our, relationship stresses to our spirit guides this week and really let go of them and try to like find our own balance and, dip our toe in the water with other things this week. So it's I'm not saying distract yourself, but it's definitely a week where, you've got lots of creative energy to explore. Spirit wants you to act on your inspirations and to think about, what is it that you are craving? What is it that you want to do? And what do you want to put in your cup? Fill your own cup up with what you want to enjoy, and that's going to help your relationships. So yeah, it's just asking you to be kind of patient with romantic relationships this week. Full moons affect everyone differently. So it could be that, the person who you're connecting to, maybe needs a little bit of space or, whatever it is. So career this week, the Hanged Man, but came out in reverse. So I like this energy. When it comes to your career, something which felt stuck once upon a time is no longer stuck. So we have the end of a career stagnation at last. So for plenty of you, this will be an opportunity to receive some kind of promotion, to explore a new career path. Maybe you've had a complete change in mindset. You've changed your whole view on your career and now you're ready to actually do something with it. So after a long time of thinking and processing and allowing yourself this time to pause, to reflect, you now are ready this week to start thinking about plans of action that you can implement. And let's look at finances and then we'll cover them all in more detail. Finances, Queen of Cups. Once you've filled your cup up, once you are enjoying what's in your cup and acting on your creative inspirations, that is when financially things are going to start to flow much better. The Queen of Cups, she's abundant, she's prosperous, she's very connected to her heart. So maybe financially things are going to be good this week as long as you stay connected to your heart and let your emotions flow. Be mindful of how you are feeling, be mindful of like how you are kind of like processing your emotions as well. But yeah, financially, that Queen of Cups is giving me, good feeling to begin with. And like I said, we'll look into this more in a moment. So I'm going to head over to my Patreon site now, which is sacredspace.co.uk. We're going to go into more detail in all three of those areas and see what other messages we need to hear for this week. So join me over there, and I'm going to start with finances. We're going to cover that and then we'll do everything else. So yeah, join me over there for the rest of this weekly reading, and I will see you back here soon for another reading. Message of concern and card 3, occupation. Interesting. So the wealthy man, this really indicates someone around you who's a masculine energy, very abundant, or is focusing on finding. For the extended version, visit www.sacredspace.co.uk. Click on the Spirit section at the top of the page and find the video that you want to purchase. You can also filter by category and choose Extended. Click Purchase to buy this individual video or sign up to the Evolved tier for full access to the Sacred Space site.